Just launched this new branding, Get All Right, and the meaning of it really is it's about an experience. Holidays are now an experience. People want to have an experience that's worth the money they pay. They don't want to visit somewhere, they want to experience the culture, the food, the language, the music. You go to Paris to get romantic, you go to Vegas to get wild, you go to India to feel spiritual. And you go to Jamaica to get all right. So it's a feeling. Well, we have an ongoing marketing plan and strategy. Our whole focus is sustainable marketing and sustainable tourism. We want to make sure that people come to Jamaica year after year and that it grows. 40% of our tourists that come to Jamaica actually come back. Because we're quite a big island, the experience you have in the west of the island, say Negril Beach, famous for the 7 Mile Beach, is different from the experience you'd have in Montego Bay, famous for the golf courses and the nightlife, or Ocho Rios or Port Antonio. So there's different areas of Jamaica, and it's quite big, so you can have a different experience going to different sides of the island. And our marketing strategy is really to make sure that we have sustainable tourism and that it can grow. Because tourism is very important to Jamaica. It's the biggest driver of foreign exchange. It's our biggest thing. So we want to make sure that it grows properly, sustainably, and that we're a main player in the tourism business for many years to come.
This fair, we're trying to introduce Jordan in a unique way, and we just link it with the food and the adventure, eco-tourism. We don't want to forget the religious part. The religious part is very important. You know that Jordan, we have the baptism site and all the religious sites in Jordan, Madaba, Mount Nebo, Mukawar, and all the old churches are based in Jordan. It means that, and you can see that the good news now that there is a lot of investors now they're just targeting Jordan. Now, for instance, now in Dead Sea we have 4 new projects now for hotels. We are talking about investment by 3 or 4 billion US dollars in the Dead Sea now area, which means that the investors are looking for Jordan as a destination of choice. In Aqaba we have 3 mega projects with 15 billion US dollars investment in Marsa Zayed, Soraya, Ayla. It's a huge project. This means that the investors that are looking for Jordan as a very stable country, that it's promising, there's big potential, but still we need to penetrate the investment for the more governance. Let's say in Ma'an, Karak, Tafila, Salt, the northern part of Jordan, there is a lot of big opportunities there for investors to come, because these governments have different experiences, different projects. The return on investment in Jordan is very high and promising due to the fact that Jordan now, after all these, let's say, circumstances that happened around the world, Jordan, we proved that Jordan will remain the oasis of peace, and the hospitality of Jordanians remains welcoming the people, and they will have a very fantastic and authentic experience in our country.
One of the
elements that since ITB and that has happened and that will actually be changing the landscape in 2014 is the fact that we are launching a single visa for Kenya, Uganda and Rwanda. This is an initiative that is a result of our heads of state that have come together and have seen the importance of tourism for the region. And with the three countries starting already on 1st of January 2014, our immediate plan is that starting March, we will have one pavilion of the three countries. I think this is quite interesting because it's in line with our diversification. So we've noticed that a lot of the travelers that come to our region visit more than one and sometimes more than two countries. And now we're going to make it easy for them to be able to get one East Africa tourist visa and be able to spend as much time as they can in the region. I think that's one of the biggest developments we've seen over the last, actually less than 6 months. Well, I think Rwanda is a beautiful place. It's a country that has done a lot, what it is in terms of tourism, but also generally for business. The last report, the World Bank report of 2014, which was announced last year, we made Rwanda the second best country in Africa to do business after Mauritius. We were 32nd, out of 180 countries. So for business, definitely a lot of reforms have happened. Rwanda is open for business. We welcome investors, and yes, and I think coming in now is ensuring that you will have the returns fast enough.
Sierra Leone is currently very peaceful and very stable after the civil war that we had from 1991 to 2001. Now it's not only very stable and peaceful, but also having the highest economic growth in West Africa. And tourism, again, is booming, it's beginning to boom. May I remind the entire world that in the 50s, 60s and 70s, Sierra Leone was the center of tourism in West Africa. And unfortunately, during the war, it collapsed. But now we are trying to recapture our lost glory because we have the finest beaches in the world, the cleanest, and then the most diversified ecotourism sites in West Africa. You can come to Sierra Leone not only because it is very peaceful and stable, but because the people are very friendly, people are very hospitable, very generous. And this is a country where when you get there, you see people offering you bananas, offering you mangoes as a sign of welcome. So please come. We are largely looking for people that want to invest in the hospitality sector. We have some hotels, but they are not enough. We need more. By the way, Radisson will soon open its first hotel in Sierra Leone by the end of December. And then Hilton is about to undertake the construction of a hotel, a 5-star hotel. And Marriott also has expressed interest to come and open one hotel. This shows how peaceful, how stable the country is.